talk about this real quick. Is there's this video, right, that came out, I don't know, like 10 years ago of this kid that was just dancing alone. He was dancing alone at this concert, and he was in the field, right? Because, you know, most concerts, they have the field spaces, and then they have the little stairs, the stage where you sit in front of the stage. Fuck sitting in front of the stage, that shit's dead. You want to be in the field because that's where the fucking action's at. But that being the case, he's dancing by himself, just fucking getting after it. I don't know if he's on something or he's just off the life, off the energy. He's just in his own presence, his own essence, his own truth. And he's doing it for like a minute or two and no one's coming over. And then you see this kid that starts running over. He starts fucking running over, right? And he starts dancing with them, boom, boom. And then two more people come. And then boom, you see 10 more people come. And then by the end of the video, he's got everybody in the fucking concert dancing. And it's a metaphor to say, right now I'm that kid. I'm that kid that's like, yeah, fuck yeah, intentionally homeless and fucking running naked 5Ks and what the fuck, and working on boats and yeah, what the fuck is good, yeah. Dancing alone, doing, this is day 202. 202 of this shit, bro. 202. And I'm dancing alone like, fuck yeah. And it's all to say that there will eventually be one person that fully believes in me and hops along. Maybe the Jungle CNM fits, the permission pools, the Jungle University, the Jungle Podcast, Jungle Fever, Fight the Stigma Tour. It only takes one to reciprocate, and then be 2, then 4, then 8, then 16, then a whole squad of people. So that's the energy I'm on right now. I'm like, I'm posting the 7-day water fast right now, and that was from 3 months ago. But it's all part of the jungle story, right? You're like, why the fuck are you posting the 7-day darkness water fast right now? Because it's a part of all this. This is what has made me become and have all the ideas at hand right now. All of them, all the ideas that have come to my fucking vision, my awareness, is because of this journey right here. So I'm gonna put it all out there and let the world know that I developed this psychology, this person, this fucking being by fucking being a beast, by doing things that the majority of the world isn't doing. Nobody's gonna sit down and have a water fast in general to understand the benefits of it, that maybe 60 to 70% of chronic diseases could get wiped away if you just reset your body. If you just understood that you take your fucking digestive system on a fucking vacation and understand that it cleans out all the shit cells and brings up new ones, but you don't want to do that work. And then if you do it and you take all the innate anchors out the way of all your senses, you realize that all you have is presence. All you have is your fucking soul that's gonna take care of your ass. That's what it was for me. It was me to tell myself that I'm gonna do whatever possible to get to where I need to go, and wherever I need to go, I'm taking care of my mind, my body, and my soul is gonna do so because I'm aligned with love, energy, and truth, the fucking Trinity. And so it was just a cool moment. So I not only did that, but I also created my checklist. So that in class, that was just a big thing in the create your checklist. It was probably like 2 hours of class talking about a bunch of different things. But that was one thing I know I took away. So I created my checklist of each day what I'm going to do. And so the checklist is situated. So yeah, this morning I fucking got after it, did what I needed to do. Y'all seen that. But just now I read for 30 minutes. I stood up and I realized, I don't know if I was making a live, and I was saying this the last live, but it got cut off. But I realized that if I'm already reading these books that are made by ChatGPT, the first one was 100% made by ChatGPT, but there's like 3 other books made from my notes, right? There's one that I have 3 years of my herpes notes. I have 6 years of my motivation, self-development notes. And then I have another 3 years of my notes from the non-monogamous, polyamorous world, all cooked up into books. But so as of right now, I'm making a Quizlet form. I'm making quizzes for them, and I'm also about to make a audiobook for each book. And that's what I'm working on now. So for 30 minutes, I'll read. The next 30 minutes, I'll work on the Young University on making the Quizlet and also the quizzes for it. And then, yeah. And then I study myself to get myself a merit certificate, because you got to understand, if we worked as hard on ourselves to find ourselves, I think the world would be a better place if they understood that they could just fucking work on themselves to find themselves. So, and then they don't have to, if you worked on yourself enough to understand, what am I trying to say? If you worked on yourself enough to find yourself as hard as you did other people, bro, you would be situated. You'd be situated. But you don't. So yeah, for 30 minutes I read some questions that were like, oh, how do you define success? And one was like, what was your biggest accomplishment? And it came down to my boy. I started crying. My boy, who outside of college, when I just lost my scholarship, and I'm sorry, I lost my scholarship and I gained another one, but then I finished average. I fucking hate loud cars. I hate loud trucks. I hate loud fucking motorcycles. I fucking hate them. They're just ignorant. I don't know why they're a thing. But I came to after I lost my scholarship, I earned another one, but then I had knee surgeries and I finished average, and then didn't know what the fuck I was doing. And then my ex broke up with me, and I lost my job, but I had my personal entertainment brand called J&J. This is when all of this got fucking started. And so my boy, my best friend, he was like my best friend from elementary school. I ended up seeing him at the barbershop. And he was like, yo, is that Jay? I've been seeing your fucking videos, bro. We gotta get some time together, work out or something. I was like, all right. So then we started working out together, getting right. But he had a drug problem, and he ended up, and so I was trying to help him through that and be there for him and show him that he can believe in himself and get right by not only working out, but taking care of himself. And he was the first person to look at me as a person of influence that really said that I changed his life. And I'll never forget that. I didn't have that at that point, because I felt like I was working on everything that was right for me, but things were just not aligning, and I was always putting out good energy and making it work, but I didn't feel like I was that person for anybody. And he saw the energy throughout all of college, and me getting my scholarship, losing it, getting back, and he said he believed in me, and he believed in what I was doing with J&J, but then I was helping him throughout the whole process, but he was still struggling with drugs and shit, and he ended up overdosing on cocaine laced with fentanyl. So I'll never forget my boy. He taught me how to do backflip in 30 minutes, and so that's what really I drives me to post as much as I do and have as much impact as I do. And that's my biggest accomplishment, was my boy telling me that I changed his life. Just that one person. And then it trickled throughout these years. I've had people tell me, oh, Jay, you changed my perspective. Jay, you're the mirror. Jay, your energy is reciprocated. You changed. And that's just by me having 5,000 followers, bro. I haven't had shit, but I continue to go because I know the person that I'm becoming and the person that I am is the person that's gonna impact millions of lives to gain the million followers. I don't give a fuck about the million followers. It's more about the impact and the ability to have the intangibles of life, the mindset, the time, the energy to not only do the things that I want, but help the people around me do the things that they want. That's what I'm at. Like, I literally just, this dude has a van life, right? He's in his van living, and he pulled up to the coffee shop. I literally looked at the van. I said, damn, that shit looks like life, bro. I would love that shit, bro. that's going from Project 8 right now to for me to living living in that millionaire fucking wealthy high class income homes. You know what I'm saying? That's what it is for me. And so I saw him and I was like, damn, that shit's fire. Kind of forgot why I was bringing that up, but yeah, I forgot where I was going with that. Oh shit. Regardless, all that to say that was my biggest accomplishment. That's what I learned today about myself. That I did the self-love marriage certificate, and then boom, I ate, and yeah, I ended up eating, and we ended up, now I'm working on 7-day water fast. So that's my little story, a couple stories for today, what I learned, where I'm at, what's good, and I'm just gonna keep getting after it until I fucking can't. There's no stopping it, bro. I'm just gonna keep putting out the energy, and sooner or later someone's gonna reciprocate. But I'm gonna get back to it. Last thing I want to say is I love my back against the wall. I love it. I love being on this quasi-monk journey, living in the modern jungle, waking up every day knowing this is gonna be your life if you don't make a change. And or you're gonna live with the regret of knowing that everything you did for the haters and people that aren't believing you right now, and you're gonna validate them, and you're gonna have to live with that shit for the rest of your fucking life. And could it be me? So I'm gonna have my back against the wall because all I can do is go forward. And that wall keeps moving though. It's cool. It's like keeps moving forward as long as I keep moving forward. So I'm gonna get back to this work. I just had to make a little post and say that I was going to go live and say those things that I learned. So, myself, keep spreading it. God dang it.